Okay, we need this sheet that says writing equations from 2 points. So today we're going to learn how to write equations in slope-intercept form using 2 points. Previously, we've learned how to do that when we were given the m, the slope, as well as the b, the y-intercept. But today we don't have that. Today we just have 2 points. Okay, so today what we're going to do, start off, and we're going to take what we learned before using the slope formula, where we go ahead and label our points x sub 1, y sub 1, x sub 2, y sub 2. And then, again, we use the slope formula, which is y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do that now. So I have 2 minus a negative 5 over negative 2 minus 4. Okay, double negative, that's going to make 7. And then negative 2 minus 4 is a negative 6. So that means my m is going to be negative 7/6. Okay, once I've established that fact, then I go ahead and we use our point slope form. So remember, that's y minus y sub 1 equals m times the quantity x minus x sub 1. So I'm going to use that formula now. I have my m, so I can plug that in. Now, I need to go ahead and pick a point to use. It doesn't matter which point I choose to use. I can choose this first one, or I can choose that second one. Whatever is looking easier for you to use, feel free to do so. So sometimes if one has like no negatives, I'll use that point over the other one. But I'm just going to go ahead with this first point. I'm going to use this one. So when I plug it into that formula, y minus y sub 1, so that's a negative 5, equals m. So my m is now negative 7/6 times the quantity x minus x sub 1, and that's going to be a 4. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and start simplifying. I've got a double negative, so I'll change it to a positive. This needs to go ahead and distribute there. Okay, so then I have, I'll come down here and write y plus 5 equals negative 7/6x. Negative 7/6 times the negative 4, that's going to give me positive 28/6. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and leave that as improper right now because I'm going to subtract 5 to both sides. When I come over here, subtract 5, I'm going to change that so it's got like denominator. So I need a 6, which means this needs to be a 30 to make negative 5 when I divide those. Okay, that cancels. You get y equals negative 7/6x. And then 28 minus 30 is negative 2. So negative 2/6, which reduces down to negative 1/3. So my final answer is y equals negative 7/6x minus 1/3. Again, if I was to graph those 2 points, that would be the equation of this line with that correct slope, and it would touch the y-intercept at negative 1/3. Okay, let's go through number 2. Start off, x sub 1, y sub 1, x sub 2, y sub 2. So using the slope formula, we'll do 4 minus 3 over 5 minus 0. So 4 minus 3 gives us 1. 5 take away 0 is 5. And that's going to be our m. Okay, using point slope, y minus y sub 1. So I'm going to use this point here, mainly because it's got a 0 in there. And anytime there's a 0, I like to use that because it just makes your work a little bit easier. So y minus 3 equals my slope of 1/5 times the quantity x minus x sub 1, which is 0. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and distribute. So I get y minus 3 equals 1/5 x. 1/5 times negative 0, that just cancels out. Okay, add 3 to both sides. That cancels. So you get a final answer of y equals 1/5 x plus 3. All right, number 3. So x sub 1, y sub 1, x sub 2, y sub 2. So I'm going to go ahead and label my points. I did that. Plug in my slope formula. Excuse me, 2 minus 3 over 3 minus 4. So you get a negative 1 over negative 1, which reduces to just 1. Okay, use your point slope form. Y minus, I'm going to use this first point again. Y minus 3 equals m. So my m is 1 times the quantity x minus x sub 1, which is 4. Yeah, it doesn't matter if I, distribute that 1 in. So it really just simplifies to that anyway. And then add 3 to both sides. Cancels. So I get y equals x minus 1. All right, number 4. Last one we're going to do together. Label them x sub 1, y sub 1, x sub 2, y sub 2. So I'm going to set it up as 0 minus 4 over 3 minus 2. So we have negative 4 over 1, which reduces down to negative 4. Okay, y minus 4 equals, my m is negative 4, times the quantity x minus x sub 1, which is 2. Okay, so I get y minus 4 equals negative 4x plus 8 when I distribute that. And then I'm going to add 4 to finish it off. So it simplifies to y equals negative 4x plus 12. Okay, you guys go ahead and do number 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14.